Hey everybody, it's Gonzo, that's Mark, we're Dungeon Class, and today we're talking about Dice Dice Baby. Mark, the bane of our existence, dice. We love them, we're addicted to them. Most of the people watching probably have a small addiction. And we're going to talk about dice today. And one of the things we wanted to talk about really quick is what are the dice, what do each of them do, what do we even use them for, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so like D4 is used for daggers, clubs, darts, whips, magic missiles, and the cleric's blessed spell.
All right. Yeah, that's used quite a bit. What about the D6? We use that for what? Hand axes, javelins?
Yeah, short sword, bows,
quarterstaffs. Bardic Inspiration starts with the D6.
One of my favorite things, sneak attack.
Oh, the rogue sneak attack. That's a great one. And most especially when we do our stat creation in the beginning. If you're rolling for stats and you're using D6s, which is nice. D8s.
D8s, that's bigger weapons, a great club, a crossbow, and one of my favorite necromancy spell, Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead, that's a great spell. And also that's generally when the finesse weapons are used with the D8, right?
Yes. D10.
D10's getting a little bit heavier, especially when we're considering weapons and damage. These are halberds and pikes, heavy crossbows.
Yeah.
What about magic? What kind of magic is used for
inflict
D10s?
wounds, dude? That's 3d10.
Yeah, as a first level spell.
3d10. It's insane.
That's a great spell.
Yes, I need to take that from now on if I can.
We also use D10s for tables, and you can combine it with your percentile dice to get your percentile for a long table level 100 or something like that.
Absolutely. So. Then that brings us to D12.
D12, this is the end all for weapons. This is your great axe, maybe a lance if you're mounted, mounted combat, that kind of thing.
Poison spray. Great spell.
Poison spray. Wow. That's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Poison spray cantrip, D12, first level.
Boom.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
And then our D20. I mean, the whole system was called that from third edition, right?
D20.
It changed the game.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Use it for everything.
Yes.
Initiative, ability checks, to see if you hit or not, attacking, all of those things. So D20s are used. Yeah.
And cool looking.
So what do these dice bring to the game? I know we thought about this for a while, and there's several things that it actually brings to the game.
Yeah.
And one of the ones I wanted to talk about was the unpredictability that they represent. We spend a lot of creative energy as players making our characters, deciding their background, deciding what their family line is, what gods they may worship, and what are their skills and attributes, all of these things. Dungeon Masters do the same thing, creating the world and the setting that they're set in, the situation that the players are about to come through. All of this can change with a simple roll of a D20.
Yeah.
Like everything can change with just and so because of that, I feel like they hold more importance, even if it's just subconsciously. But they really hold our fate in their hands.
Right.
They're the storytellers.
Absolutely.
They're definitely part of the storyteller, anyway.
No, I agree. And also, what I like about dice is they're kind of a great equalizer. We all are at the mercy of the dice. So, like, we all have the same dice. We roll, especially when it comes to D20s for attack or rolling initiative. We're all rolling D20s. We all have the same. Some of us have some modifiers we can put on it and all that.
Yeah, we work hard to try to get the odds in our favor, but it's still a roll.
Yeah, and so we're all equal in that we're dependent on a die roll, and then that doesn't change. So we all have that. So I kind of like that equalizer because we're all on equal footing when it comes to that. The results are different for everybody. Some of the martial weapons, it's whether they hit or whatnot, or what kind of damage or whatnot. And the same, it's going to be different results for the wizard. But everybody starts with this basic thing, which is the dice that we all use. So I like that aspect of it. And Gonzo, I think individuality, right?
Well, individuality, I think that's where the addiction part comes in that all of us face, that we need a help group for.
Yeah, we may have a problem here.
Yeah, because there's so many different dice and different kinds of dice, and we felt we'd show you some of the ones that we have that we like. All right, Mark, check these out. These are actually some of my original dice from I think I got them in early 80s. They used to come this way. These numbers were not filled in. It came with a piece of chalk, and you would just rub the chalk over it, and that would actually lighten the number up so you could see it. These are my old school dice. This is a 30.
It's from Redbox, right?
Yeah, Redbox. This is a 30-sided dice. I don't remember what we used it for. I didn't even do the chalk in it, so. Yeah.
All right. So, I like the runic dice. This is very warlocky or
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn order. Yeah. So what's cool about we talked about individuality, and you know, if you're a person who wants to be, let's say, a tiefling or something, you think this kind of has that tiefling feel possibly, or whatever kind of strikes your fancy. You get stuff like this. So I love those runes, and sometimes these runes they're pretty cool, but you gotta be careful. Sometimes they're hard to read, so that is a concern sometimes. But,
yep.
And they come in all different things. So this one's cool, giant D20s, and so they're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Very individual.
Well, I think that's why I'm going to show you guys these, but this is why I like this set of dice. Now these D6s are not mine, but I like the high contrast where you can really see the numbers. I like to use the black velvet dice rollers.
Would that be age related?
It is definitely age related. definitely that. But anything that where the number is really high contrast and you can easily see is easier for me. It helps speed the game up a little bit. So.
Speaking of age related, so these younger kids nowadays, you know, they have these kind of, you know, you have this size pretty much. They're used to that. Maybe we use these ones that are easy to see and stuff. But apparently their vision is like a lot better because they go a little smaller.
Yeah, that's pretty small.
And then smaller still. So like it's like epically small. So like this actually doubles as a vision test, I think. You know.
Here's a little D12.
Yeah, a little tiny D12. So yeah, they're so. My eyes can't see this very well, so maybe I would not use this. But
no, I have your dice right here.
The age of okay.
Yeah.
My size.
So I mean, I use a little bit bigger. Here's a normal size.
Okay. Yeah.
D6, right? I use a little bit bigger, and then I know Mark uses some that are even bigger. This is his small dice.
All right. Okay.
You know, and then if he doesn't bring his glasses, he uses this, you know, or maybe even this. Yeah, no. There's all different sizes of dice. Here's his D20.
Where did we get this?
So now, speaking of cool, there even is a dice that lights up.
What the?
Yeah. I don't know how balanced it is, but
who cares? As long as it rolls 20s all the time, who cares?
It doesn't. It doesn't. So.
All right. Very good.
Mark, speaking of crazy dice, if you don't even like the feel and look of something like this,
so you just flip a coin.
You would think it's flip a coin.
Boom.
Again, I got these. I forgot. And I think they're in a Kickstarter as well. But it's they're dice coins. This is a D20. You can see the numbers written around, and you turn it around here, and there's a little point. So you just take it and you spin it, and you put your left finger on it, whatever you point it at. I know you can't see it. That's a critical.
Oh yeah, right
there. It's a 20.
How close is it to the other number?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, if you have a fat finger.
Man, I don't know about this.
We'll see. Same thing. Here's a D6. That may work good. And then you got a 1. So yeah. Right. Anyway, I don't know how legal these would be, but they're definitely different.
Try to bring that
cool,
to Adventures League.
Part of a collection.
Yeah.
Part of a collection. So.
Yeah, so maybe these shapes are just too boring for you. Maybe you don't want this. You know what? I like some really radical shapes and stuff.
Oh.
So there's a market for these unusually shaped ones.
How do they roll?
They roll kind of strangely, but they. Okay. You look at the numbers this way, and I'm not even sure how you know which one's which. Honestly. I guess the nice thing is you can go. I rolled a 60. Yeah, I think that's a percent.
Okay. Well, you have those. I found these babies, and speaking of metal dice, we've all seen the metal regular sets of dice, you know, like this.
Maybe you haven't.
Well, maybe we haven't, but these are metal, and you can find all different colors. Again, there's
like metal.
Yeah, like hardcore metal. These are also dice I found in a Kickstarter a while ago. They were called monster dice.
They're cool, man.
Yeah, roll them this way. Whatever number's up is the number that you would use. Pretty neat. So, to say that they're individualistic, to say that you could be unique with dice is an understatement, I would say.
Absolutely. And there's a limit to how many dice you should have, right, Gonzo?
Never. No, never.
Too many dice.
Nope. And then here's two of our favorites. This one I got, I think we were in Canada. Has a moose on it. Really cool. And then this one was sent to us from one of our favorite subscribers, Rivers RPG. He sent us his gaming group's dice, Oak Fist 2019. Really neat. Go sub to his channel if you haven't checked him out already. But yeah, dice are awesome. They can be even little treasures in themselves, you know. So
what are dice without dice rollers? Dice rollers are these things you roll into. There's all different shapes and sizes of these, and so you don't like roll like on a table like an animal. Like what I do sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't grab one of these. Sometimes I'm too lazy.
Well, I do that on purpose so it falls on the floor, and I say, "Oh man,
yeah,
19. That was a great
good
roll."
strategy.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. So dice rollers, they come in all different ways, but they're nice because you can have kind of that satisfying thing where they hit the side and kind of you just feel like they get a good roll versus just dropping it and like, oh, look at that. Theirs are nice to have, dice rollers.
Yeah. All right, Mark, we had some fun showing off some of our favorite dice, even some of the weird ones that we have in our collection. And we know you guys have even greater ones to show off and have fun with that. For sure, if you have any opportunities to share this video with any of your friends, let them know. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. And with that, class dismissed.